for those of you guys out there that are also going to school, treat this like a fresh beginning. So this is the perfect time to have like a new resolution. And that's how I treat every single semester, or I treat like going into the summer, or when something changes in my life, I try to treat it as, okay, this is a new slate. I'm going to be able to start from scratch, create my schedule. And I really look forward to that because having a brand new schedule is just refreshing. Yes, sir. What's up, chat? Welcome back to another video. Bro, I can't believe summer just flew by. I got school starting in 2 days. I know most of you guys are already in school. My school starts a little bit late, September 3rd. So for those of you guys who have an extra day, that sucks. Currently right now is Labor Day. I think September 1st. I got 2 more days off. This summer just went by so fast. I still remember when summer started and I had my graduation walk, and now we're on to the next semester. Inshallah, you know, it's going to be a great semester. I have mixed feelings about it. I'm happy to be back in school and have a schedule. That's the main thing about school. It gives me a good schedule, but at the same time, bro, school is school. But for breakfast and my pre-workout meal, I'm having 0.8 pounds of top sirloin that I cut into strips, and then 5 sweet potato hash browns. Now this is a little bit more carb heavy than I usually have for my meals, just because it's a pre-workout meal. We're about to eat and grub on this. Bismillah. Flavor's on point, but I definitely overcooked it because I just got a jaw pump. Comment down below how you guys are also feeling about this upcoming school semester. And it's crazy, just like how time flies, man. Like, yo, it's actually 2025. In my brain, I still think it's like 2018. Maybe just because that's when I was in high school, and you know, in high school, it's like you have a different perception of life. But yeah, 2016, 2017, 2018 was like my high school years. And I feel like those years are the years that I feel like I'm always in. Or those years just sound more relatable to me than 2025. Can you imagine we're in 2025? They used to make movies about this year and how futuristic it's gonna be. It's crazy that we're already here. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this food, and then we got a gym session with my boy Muhammad. I woke up this morning intending to do my fasted cardio, but because it's Labor Day, the gym's closed early, so we just plan to hit our workout first and then do our cardio. Today I'm gonna be hitting some back and rear delts. For those that are wondering what my split is, I'm doing a 4-day split. So for the first day I do chest and shoulders, and for shoulders it's mainly lateral raises. I don't do any shoulder press. And for the second day I do back and something else, so either triceps or a little bit of biceps. I kind of stay away from doing back and bi together because I feel like my biceps are already exhausted, or I'll just do back and throw in some lateral raises. And then the third day I do shoulders and arms, and then the fourth day I'll do a leg day. And then after those 4 days I'll either go back to the rotation, or I'll take a rest day and do 4 days again. But also I just wanted to bring this up and ask you guys if you guys want any story times, because I have a few cool stories. Just to let you guys know, I was at a boarding school for 5 years, and this was a religious boarding school. So the first year I was in Chicago, I believe I was around 9 or 10, and then the year after I went to Canada for 1 year. But my parents were mainly focused on sending me to Dubai. So the 2 years that I was at these schools, it was really because the paperwork and my visa wasn't done. And then after, I went to Dubai for 3 years. I had a total of 5 years living in a boarding school, and I have a lot of stories, like, you know, fights, especially in Dubai. Like, that was a cultural shock. Like, I just landed in a country full of Arabic speaking people in the middle of a desert, where I'm in a boarding school for 10 months and I didn't come home straight for 10 months, and then I'll come home for the summer and then go back for 10 months. And I spent 3 years in that school. So let me know if you guys want any story times, because man, we have a lot of stories from these schools. So yeah, I'm just gonna eat on this and then head to the gym, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, chat, so it's time to head to the gym. But before I was about to leave, I was looking for Kanafa, and guess where I found him? You guys will not believe this. I'm gonna try not to wake him up, but look how he's sleeping. This is hilarious. Bro, he looks like... Oh, shoot. What's up? Might as well just show you guys the rest of the cats. So we got Churro here sleeping on his cat tree, and he blends in perfectly with that little bed right there. Oh, he woke up. Kanafa. And then last but not least, we got Alice. And she's curled up like a roly-poly. She reminds me of a raccoon mixed with a roly-poly. Alright, so for the pre-workout stack, I got me a Ghost energy drink. And then I always take my creatine HCl pre and post-workout. Alright, so I'm going to do a little flavor review. This is sour watermelon. Let's go in. Bismillah. Whoa. That's exactly how it tastes. Yeah, this tastes hella good. Ghost Energy definitely has the most accurate flavors. Like, all their flavors taste exactly like the candy. I've been recently dry scooping my creatine. All right, gym time now. All right, chat. So it seems like we have the entire gym to ourselves very early on in the day, which is kind of rare. But I'm going to be starting off this back workout with some rear delts. So 4 sets of rear delts using this pec deck fly. And the reason for that is because if I hit it later on, since it's a small muscle group, you're either too fatigued from the entire workout and then you don't give it your all, or you just kind of leave it out because you're like, you know what, I'll just hit it tomorrow. So for rear delts, I try to focus on them earlier in the workout, whether it be my back day or my shoulder day. And like I mentioned previously, my side delts and my rear delts are kind of my weak point, so I just increase the frequency of how much I'm going to hit it. So for rear delts and side delts, I'll hit them around 3-4 times each week. We got the entire gym to ourselves. Let's go. All right, moving on to the second exercise for the back day. It's gonna be some standard lat pull downs. I usually just change up the handles. I don't stick to one. For the most part, I've been sticking to the wide grip, like straight bar or, you know, a little bent bar. But as of recent, I've just been changing it up as long as it's still like pretty wide. We're gonna do 3 working sets over here. This is my second working set. Bro, it's crazy how much strength I've lost. Cause when I first ended my bulk around 230 pounds, I could stack this for like reps. And now I'm around 185 and 200 is pretty heavy for me. But it's weird because like some days I'll feel really strong and I'll be able to hit the same numbers that I did when I was bulking, but then on other days I feel super depleted and everything feels extremely heavy. Today's kind of one of those days where everything is feeling kind of heavy. It's gotta push through it. It's a mental thing. Ugh. 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 Drop set to 140. Okay. Solid set. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. This is my last video of the summer. The next video I'm gonna post, I'm gonna be in school. But my schedule is looking pretty nice this semester. I got Mondays and Fridays off. Got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I got a 4-day long weekend every single week. All right, so moving on to some plate loaded rows. 3 working sets over here. This is my second. I did no warm-up sets, just went straight into the working sets. All right, let's see how many we can get. For the previous set, I had like 8 reps, so I decided not to drop the weight to see how many reps I could get. Drop set. All right, so for the next exercise, we're gonna do some cable rows. 3 working sets over here. We got 200 pounds on the stack. All right, so moving on, I'm gonna be doing 3 sets of some reverse plate loaded lat pull downs. I just know these are really good to target your lower lats. I'm trying to emphasize the squeeze at the bottom. So trying to pull as much as I can. All right, so to conclude this back day, I'm gonna finish it off with a superset. I'm gonna do some lateral raises with some lat pullovers. And I'm gonna be doing a total of 5 of these supersets. Once I can't do any more, I lower the weight and I turn around. Whew. All right, that's it. Let's go check on the pump. Alright chat, so that's the end of the workout. That was the pose down. I didn't really look back at the footage, but from the workout, I just didn't feel as strong as I usually do. But you know what? I can't complain. I can't complain. We still got the sets in. We still lifted decently heavy. But right now, I'm gonna hop on the Stairmaster, do 20 minutes, and then head home. Yo chat, I just finished my workout, finished my cardio. My gym is right over there, and I didn't know, but there's a hiking trail right next to me. There's my gym, there's the pathway, and now I'm gonna go for a little walk in the woods. Yo, this is a vibe, guys. I love going on hikes or just walking in the woods, and it's right next to my gym, so I could literally do my cardio over here or even some extra cardio after I'm done. Yo, this goes deep into the woods. The nice thing about hiking is when you go, you just get lost. I forget that I'm in America. I feel like I'm in another country. Yeah, just the air and everything. Like, yo, look at this. It's crazy how nature just stays this way. Even when you go to sleep, you wake up, you have your whole routine as a human, you live your life day to day, but nature is just like this. Like, there's so much stuff going on here that we don't even know. There's like an ant trying to kill this, a bird trying to eat the ant. I don't even know. A lot of stuff going on here and we don't even know. Bro, which path do I take? Left or right? Always go for the right. All right, so hopefully the view is pretty decent. I'm gonna start coming here a lot more. So probably what I'm gonna do is after my 8 a.m. class, probably gonna come do my fasted cardio and then just walk around here for a little bit. And for those of you guys who agree with me, let me know in the comments down below. There's been many times when you go to the gym depressed, when you go to the gym sad, or when you go to the gym not feeling good, but there's never a time when you come out of the gym feeling the exact same way. So I use that as motivation for the days that I don't wanna go. And like I mentioned, guys, school starting in 2 days for me, September 3rd. Right now it's September 1st. And for those of you guys out there that are also going to school, treat this like a fresh beginning. Yeah, I know that it's school, but now you have a schedule. So try to make sure you perfect your schedule. Make sure you know where your meals are gonna be. Make sure you know when your gym time's gonna be, when you're gonna do your homework, and when you're gonna do your other things in your life, you know, like spending time with family or your hobbies or whatnot. So this is the perfect time to have like a new resolution. And that's how I treat every single semester, or I treat like going into the summer, or when something changes in my life, I try to treat it as, okay, this is a new slate. I'm gonna be able to start from scratch, create my schedule, and I really look forward to that because having a brand new schedule is just refreshing. So I hope you guys take going back to school as an advantage to building your schedule and your routine. I think I'm gonna conclude it over here. Last day of summer, the sunlight was out. I was trying to do this when the sun was out, but the sun ended up going down a little bit, so it's a little darker. But I still feel like this concludes the last day of summer vlog and a perfect scenario. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yo, if you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I said I was trying to get to 1,000 by the end of summer. That didn't happen, but you know what? That doesn't matter. We're still gonna keep going strong with the content. I feel like I'm in the groove right now. We're just filming, editing, posting isn't that much of a new task, if you know what I mean. And now I'm in that place where I'm comfortable doing those things. The content is gonna stay consistent, and make sure you guys like this video, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace.